여러분 안녕, Ashley입니다, and today we're doing a reading for Hongjoong from Ateez. I like me some Ateez, they're pretty good. Also, if you hear my phone go off, which you might, I'm supposed to be seeing my sister in like 45 minutes, but she's really bad about keeping a schedule or contacting people when she's decided she has better things to do. So, taking bets on whether or not I'm seeing my sister today, and I'm putting it on no. Okay, that's where I'm throwing mine out. That's why I look maybe like I made just a slight more effort today. That, and I slept with my hair up and it looked crazy. But yeah, let me just get this out of the way now. If you like this video, do all the obligatory YouTube things. If there's other readings you'd like to see from me or any other content at all, let me know in the comments down below. And now let's get into Hongjoong's reading. Let's see what the first card is. Ooh, okay. The White Lady is first. This is about getting inspiration from a certain place or event. Maybe he went somewhere or saw something or hung out with somebody, and it just planted like a little idea in his head. And it might not have seemed important or interesting when it happened. But maybe now it's starting to turn into some sort of, hey, you know what I could do with that sort of situation? Or, ooh, I forgot about that kind of thing, And he's maybe inspired to pursue something new, or I don't know if he writes music or anything, but maybe he's doing that. Next one. Ooh, festival card. This card is about resurgence. It's about originality and new beginnings, which I feel like I've seen a lot for idols in general, but especially recently. I don't know if it's the summer energy or the fact that they're all like in their early 20s, and this is the energy most people in that age group are in. You're discovering yourself, you're defining yourself, you're growing and maturing as a person. So that's what you're gonna see for most people. It's more originality and maybe being a little brave and trying new things or stepping outside the box and things like that. Let's see what the next one is. Ooh, all right. This one came out, was it Tuesday's reading or the last K-pop reading on Thursday? One of them. For some reason, I want to say it was Thursday. This card is about establishing a firm foundation, right? It's like planting roots, right? So maybe as he's moving into this, new energy, he's focusing on what he needs to do to make something stable for himself, which is really good and something that everybody, eventually needs to think about. So I like seeing that. Ooh, okay. This dude that looks like a mushroom that I don't know how to pronounce his name either. He is about needing to see the whole picture, or like being too focused on one part of something that you miss like the scope. When you get like, when you work on something, you get hyper focused and then you're like, oh damn, I gotta do that too. It's that kind of thing. So he kind of indicates maybe taking a step back so he can see the whole picture. It's kind of like, hopefully he's not like one of those workaholic people. It could be that where he's like focusing too much on work things and not enough on Hongjoong things, and that's not good, and even being in that energy, right, it also lends to planning and foresight. This card also calls for that. So if he's working towards maturing and growing and bettering himself and establishing a foundation for himself, he needs to do it with some planning and foresight and all of those like smart things, which I'm sure he does and is, because he's in a career that requires a lot. So yeah, maybe that's what he's doing. He's coming into his own and he's finding himself and deciding this is what I want to be and who I want to be and what I want to show the world. Smart. That's good. Ooh, Ooh, next. Selkie. I feel like I haven't seen her in a minute. She used to come out a lot. This card is about being adaptable. That wasn't my sister. It was Twitch. Okay. Well, that was disappointing. Who is it? Probably nobody. Oh, Bean! Hongjoong from Vix is now live playing some game. I'm not sure what it is. Yeah, Selkie has the ability to adapt to any situation. She's about going with the flow. So, if you hit some obstacles, it's okay. You know? So, if he's had a rough time or, everybody faces obstacles, especially work-related things, or even just existing in his age group. And his industry, man. There's a lot of people doing a lot of things all at once, so it's difficult. But she says, yeah, remember your balance, which I said earlier. Maybe he's focusing too much on one thing and not enough on something else, right? Too much work and not enough relaxing or self-care. But she's about balance and going with the flow and maybe not worrying so much, being adaptable. And just letting things happen the way they're meant to happen. Let's see what the last one is. Ooh! Morgan Le Fay. Morgan Le Fay is about wisdom and experience that you have gained from experience and also learning. She can also indicate aspirations and ambitions. So maybe, as I said, maybe he's working on himself and he's taking his experience, what he's already learned in life and his career, and applying it while also expanding on his knowledge and learning new things about himself or the industry or things he needs to work on, things maybe that he feels he needs to work on. Let's see what the next one is. Ooh, the Sun. I like the Sun. The Sun is about happiness and success. It's a very positive card. It's about fulfillment in your life and good things coming for Hongjoong. And I love seeing that. And really, I feel like that comes anytime people start embracing themselves or following their heart and doing things that make them happy. And it seems like maybe that's what he's doing. He's maybe just, figuring out who he is as a person. Because at his age, that's kind of what everybody does. And every time you do that, it makes you happy. You feel a little bit more like yourself and a little bit more comfortable and more fulfilled, and that's all. Wonderful, good, great things. Ooh, okay. 7 of Cups. 7 of Cups is about having a lot of choices. And being careful you don't pick just the pretty shiny one. Kind of even goes back to that mushroom card about the planning and foresight. Don't just pick the nice, shiny, fun option. Do your research and look into all of your options because you really want to pick something that's going to benefit you in the long run, so you're good in the future and it's not just right now. Oh, holy shit, is that her? Holy shit, it is. Still have my money on she don't show up. I'm saying it now. Still putting money on she ain't showing up. She'll have an excuse or she'll disappear into the void. That should not be a V. Dear Lord. Okay. Okay. Sorry. 7 of Cups. But yeah. This is about looking into all of your options, considering all your options carefully, and making sure that you're making the best choice for you. So he's, I'm sure, capable of that. I mean, like I said, his fucking career is, asking a lot of people. So I think that's something that they need to have some skill in, But yeah, planning, I think, might be something. Maybe he's not good at that, and that's what he's working on. Because some people just aren't good at that. Hence, my sister. She can make a plan, but she ain't following it. Um, yeah. Beware of things that seem too good to be true and make sure that you're weighing all of your options carefully and making smart decisions. That is a lesson for everybody. Not just Hongjoong in this reading, but all of you. Okay? Ooh, next. 3 coins. This one is about focused effort, growth, learning, and mastery. So maybe he is working to better himself in an area he feels he's lacking in. Growing in different areas, which, again, he's in that age group where that's what should be happening. But this card is also encouragement that he's on the right track. He's competent at what he does. He's good at what he does. He's making progress. This is also a card about teamwork. You know, working with others, collaborating with others. Maybe that's something he wants to try. Could also just indicate the rest of the group. Him really, you know, him being in a group. Let's see what else there is. Ooh, 4 of Wands is about celebration, excitement, feeling confident, and again, like he's on the right path. This card indicates it's time to chase your dreams. If there's something that he's really wanted, or even with that 7 of Cups, maybe he's offered something. Maybe that's why that 3 came out, the teamwork card. Maybe somebody wants to work with him or offers him an opportunity at something, and you know, it's something maybe he's wanted to do. He should definitely probably do that. Let's see what this last one is. Ooh, okay, the Hierophant in reverse. This is about freedom. It's about personal beliefs. Maybe a little bit of rebellion. Not the bad kind of rebellion, but the kind of like, the kind of rebellion where, like, you want to try something, like, you know, when you want to try something new, or you start trying something new, you pick up a new hobby or something, and you always have, like, that one friend or fucking sibling or something that's just like, oh my god, what are you doing that for? That's so stupid. I had one of those. I don't know her ass no more. Okay? And that was over me learning Korean, so that pissed me right the hell off. Anyway, this card is kind of about wanting to explore beyond what you've already been taught, right? Expanding your horizons, expanding your view. Oh, even that mushroom card about taking a step back and seeing the whole picture. Could be that too. That could just be him wanting to take a step back and expanding on what he already knows. Interesting. Yeah, maybe he's doing that. Maybe he's like, you know, you've been taught that this is how you do it, you know, in his industry, and he wants to maybe try something a little bit different. Because why the hell not? If it don't work, it don't work. Although in his industry, if it don't work, sometimes it gets real bad for you. But I don't think that would be the case, you know? You test it and you see. You know, he's got good cards here. So I think if he wants to try something different, you know, whether that's like if he writes music or I don't know if he does, or if he like produces anything, I'm not sure. You guys would have to let me know. You know, or even just opportunities. Maybe he wants to work with different producers or writers or artists or something, you know? Let's see. Ow. Let's see what the last pile has. Ooh, okay. The Queen of Coins is first. Ooh, that was weird to say. The Queen of Coins. She's a nurturer. She's very down to earth. And she indicates that maybe there are some decisions that need to be made. We saw that 7 of Cups, right? She says the resources needed are already there, right? Whether it's his skills or his decision-making abilities, he's capable of making these important decisions. He just needs to believe he can and like channel that energy. You know what I'm saying? Uh, yeah, she's a little bit about, I think, even some confidence, a little bit, just believing in yourself a little bit, that you are capable, and you know that he is capable of making intelligent decisions. Um, but let's see what's next. Oh, Ten of Cups. This is about happiness and harmony and, you know, emotional fulfillment, just general fulfillment. Um, Being rewarded for hard work. And really, it's another one that's about seeking out colleagues and friends. You know, especially if you've had like uh, any sort of obstacles or roadblocks, or maybe like in his case, a creative block or something. Or with that queen, right? Maybe it's a little bit of like a self doubt thing, which we all have, right? um, so maybe he's working with other people. Maybe he's working on something for the group, with the group. Um, Interesting. Interesting. Let's see what the next one is. Two of Swords is next. This is about um, coming to a crossroads, kind of. Um, and again, I think this is kind of about like him growing as a person, um, and having to make decisions and not knowing which choice to make. Um, Maybe he's got like a couple of things he wants to do, or with that seven, a couple of options he's been given, and he's like, maybe he really is like taking some serious time to consider, and he's having a hard time choosing. Hence, that Ten of Cups saying, you know, maybe seek out colleagues and friends, you know, run some ideas past them and get a different perspective, because sometimes that helps you make a decision. Um, yeah, I think he's smart enough to take as much time as he possibly can to make smart decisions. So he might have some things going on and he just doesn't know what thing he wants to do yet. I mean, having options is nice. Having to make a choice friggin' sucks. But having a lot of options is nice. Um, Next, the King of Swords. This card is very logical. He's a strong, honest person. Um, and maybe the person that Hongjoong maybe goes to, you know, if he seeks somebody out for advice or he works with somebody, you know, maybe one of the people offering him an opportunity is a logical, honest person that will help guide him, you know. I mean, that's always nice to have, like, if you say he's working on something new, or even in his industry alone, to have some sort of mentor is nice. So maybe he's making friends with other people in the industry. But in a more personal sense, for Hongjoong, this is another card that indicates paying attention to your logic and not following your heart. Maybe he's tempted to choose something that really speaks to his heart, but it's not going to benefit him in the long run, and the boy needs to establish a strong foundation. And again, even this being a person, it could be the person that says, "Are you sure that's the route you want to go? The choice you want to make?" It could be a friend of his, or like I said, someone in the industry, one of the guys in the group. But the king is about critical thinking and decision making based on facts, and making sure you know you are making the best possible choice for you. You know, making a pros and cons list, really looking into what's being offered to you before you agree to anything. Let's see what the last one is. Ooh, okay. Now we have the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords is about bravery and accomplishment and seizing the moment. Even kind of change. Like, it's not going to be like overarching change because we didn't get that throughout. But like like I've said, he's probably growing and maturing as a person, and that's change. Maybe he wants to go out on a limb and try something new, and that in itself is a change, right? He's maybe thinking of trying new things and going outside of his box, which is good because that's how you learn and grow and discover who you want to be and all those good things. Yeah, this card indicates something new coming. A positive change coming, something fun and good that he'll probably really enjoy. And if he meets it bravely and with confidence and determination, he will realize his goals and see the fruits of his labors and all of those good things. So yeah, that's Hongjoong's reading. Alright, this one was interesting. Anyway, that's it for Hongjoong's reading. As I said in the beginning, if you like this video, do all the obligatory YouTube things. You can follow me on social media. My names are in the description box down below, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.